Hey sunshine, welcome to my channel. This is Capari and I'm so stoked to have you here. I hope that you're having an amazing day and that my reading can uplift your spirit even more. Just know that you're always loved and protected by your spiritual team any day, anytime, guys. Now, today we're going to talk about the truth of this person you have on your mind. So ideally, I intend this reading to be of someone you have met in the 3D. However, if you have just recently met someone online, that can also apply. So this is the person whom you want to find out more about their true intentions, what sort of person they are, what they want from you, what do they think of you, why do they come into your life, and also Spirit's advice for you on how to deal with this situation or this person. So let's get into your pile selection, shall we? So today we have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1, we have the bat, and also the golden healer stone. Alright, pile number 2, you have the tarantula. Well, this card came out, so some of you might be interested in choosing this. And also we have the black tourmaline. Right. Pile number 3, you've got the frog. And with the amazonite stone. Okay, so as always, guys, take a deep breath into your heart space and allow your intuition to guide you to the right reading. And then scroll down to the timestamps below and I shall see you guys in your reading. Hey there, pile 1. So if you chose the golden healer stone and the bat card, this is going to be your reading. All about the truth of this person you have on your mind. So let's tap into their energy first of all and see what this person is all about, shall we? For my lovely pile number 1, can you tell me about the truth of this person on their mind, Spirit? Okay, so this is, we have scribe, came out reverse, so the shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Interesting. And give me one more card. Okay. This one's also reversed, so we have the mother, shadow attribute, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Okay, interesting. First of all, I see a theme here that this person might be very has a lot of attachment issues. I feel like this person might be very attached to you or might be very attached to something in their life. And also I'm just seeing that this person relies on, I want to say, like, the bat also reminds me of vampires. So like I just picture this person as someone who is like constantly having to suck on others' energy, like to refill themselves, or like somebody who needs others' approval, who seeks for others' support, who cannot deal with time on their own. I feel like this is a person who has to like always hang out with you, always hang out with their friends, or always has to be in some sort of party rather than being alone, rather than rather than doing things that they enjoy themselves. yeah, I just feel like this person is quite an extrovert, and it may not be because of their genuine, character. It perhaps it is some insecurities they have when they are left alone, or like they hate to be abandoned, they hate to be left alone, and they always prefer to spend time with others. They always have to feed off someone else's energy. It sounds a little bit bad, but like sometimes you could be, energy vampires unconsciously too. So, like, even without this person realizing it, that they're sucking on others' energy, perhaps this person might be like complaining a lot. This person might be very negative around you. This person might be always talking about themselves, or always talking as if they're the victim, as if they are, being targeted by other people. Even though that's not the case, I feel like this person has just has a lot of wounding, has a lot of like maybe childish childhood issues growing up. I don't know why I can't speak. This person has a lot of childhood issues growing up. This person has like, maybe they have been abandoned by their parents, or maybe they have been sort of having to be left alone at some point, and growing up, they realize that they cannot deal with being abandoned. They cannot deal with having nobody in their life, so they're constantly seeking for other people's attention. This person may be like going to parties, going to like clubs and bars, and constantly having to be in like around the energy of others, rather than being, alone, rather than like doing things themselves. They cannot like, spend alone time. They cannot, yeah, I feel like this person can't really become independent. I feel like they just need to be around you. Like, this could be a mother, or parents, father. This could, also be like your friend, who is constantly asking you out, or who's constantly like having to be around you. But I do feel like they're not, they're around you not because they care about you. Well, of course it's more about themselves. I feel like it's more about having that attention around them, or like having that energy being connected towards them. It's what I'm seeing here. And also I feel like this person can talk shit about you. I don't know why I'm getting like the gossiping vibe with this card. Like, this person can gossip about you, or like this person can like narrate the story in a complete different way. Like, let's say if you guys had a fight, and it is because of like, different opinions, or different like perspectives, and I feel like this person would go off and tell others about you, how you were being like the unlogical person here, or like how you guys are the one who is like emotional, or like you guys are the ones who instigated this problem here. So yeah, oh, it's quite a lot, quite a tough energy to deal with, to be honest. Pile number one. Let's get some more cards to dive deeper into this person, Spirit. Yeah, we have passion flower, surrender. So we have Neptune energy with the moon. And also I see the owls, night owl. So again, I feel like with the owl, this is a night person. I feel like they just sort of party until they feel exhausted, or like They may have trouble sleeping, or they just don't sleep at all. And also the bat, oh my gosh, yeah, the bat. They always come out at night, right? I feel like this is definitely a night person. This is definitely a person who like spend time at night. Like maybe they go partying all night. Maybe they go like, I don't know, drinking all night. Or like, you know, you guys may have like movie marathons, or like, you know, I don't know what else. But you get the idea. This person like spend a lot of their energy at night is what I'm getting here. So we have 2 cards. We have the first breath, beginner's mind, and we also have the caterpillar opportunity. Okay. I have to figure out a way to fit all these cards here. There we go. So, pile number 1. I also get the sense that this person may be spying on you. Like, with all the eyes here, I feel like they're constantly like sneaking, what do you call it? Like stalking you, or like looking at your social media, or looking at like what you guys are up to. Maybe this guy like constantly send you text messages, and if you don't respond, they're like, I know you're online, like why aren't you like responding? That kind of thing. Like this person may be very demanding of your energy, as we talked about. And also this person is someone who is very like constantly looking, you know, like seeking your attention, and also constantly like looking at you, like what you guys are up to, like why aren't you spending time with me, or like something of that sort. This person's always like looking outside of themselves. This person's always, I feel like, with the first breath here, I do feel like this person is like very adventurous. This person likes to experience different things. I feel like they would go to like different locations, different parties, meeting new different people, and I feel like they don't have trouble meeting new acquaintances or friends, making connections, because I do feel like this person is, you know, like very easygoing. This person, you know, maybe like just sort of fun to hang around with, but they can be quite tough to handle sometimes, with their own insecurities, as we've talked about, and also, you know, the fact that they need to be constantly like showered with attention, showered with compliments, or showered with like energies of others around them. And also if this number like 21 adds up to 3, I do feel like they are they enjoy the company of others. Number 3 things like leads me to think of the 3 of Cups, which is about like partying, about like having fun with friends, having fun with people. So I don't know why I say party a lot in this person, so maybe it has something about partying, or like party animal. And also, let me see. Anything else you want to tell Power 1 about this person, Spirit? We have indifferent, 25. Okay, so yeah, didn't we talked about like they want to be the center of attention, and here they are, the center of attention, and like I don't know, they can be quite egotistic sometimes, or they just want to be like the center of attention. They want to like have that recognition, I guess. And also this person, I feel like but like the thing is they don't really attach to anybody. We talked about they want to be around people, but the thing is they don't feel genuine care or compassion towards others, if you know what I mean. Like they just wanted to be on the receiving end. I feel like this person just wants to like, you know, be with someone just for the sake that this person is giving them attention, just for the sake that this person is giving them something that they want, so that they don't have to spend time alone. It's not because they genuinely care for them as a friend, or yeah, this sounds kind of bad, isn't it? But I do feel like deep down this person has a lot to deal with. Like they have a lot of issues they're unaware of, and they really need to try to sort out. We have 21 again. Clean it up. Clean it up. Yeah, I do feel like, see how he talked about all the like issues, or like just piles of dirt and garbage this person has to clean up, because they have been brought from a place of like maybe poverty, or like they are from a place where they're not being appreciated, they're not being yeah, I just feel like this person's not being appreciated and not being seen, not being heard. And I feel like this person has that, you know, mentality where, you know, I don't want to be in this shit place anymore. That's why I want to go out and like find other people. And while that one is kind of a way to deal with loneliness, this is not a good solution, like to beat loneliness or to beat, you know, your own insecurities, like having to face yourself. But yeah, this is just a person that we are tapping into, so we're going to get moving just to see what else Spirit wants to say about this person. But yeah, I do feel like they have a lot of emotional baggage. Like it makes me think of emotional baggage, or like emotional just garbage that they put on others, that, you know, they like they carry them around, you know, wherever they get into a situation, wherever they get into a relationship. I feel like they still carry all this old burden with them because they don't know how to let go. And because that's what they think they are, you know, it could really, you know, be themselves, thinking that I have to carry this with me because that's just who I am, you know. I want to like be attached to others. I can't, you know, be alone, and that's just who I am. And then we have the 6th chakra here, so Archangel Metatron. Number 40. With the 6th chakra, it's definitely about the third eye. It's about like, sometimes I feel like their angels try to communicate to them with the third eye, and also I feel like they can intuitively feel certain things, or like they can see certain things. Also with the bat, like they come out in the dark, but then they can see so well in the dark, right? Because they have like, I don't know, like sonic waves or something to help them see. But yeah, I just feel like this person has like hypersensitivity or something when it comes to their day-to-day life. When it comes to like, this person is ultra sensitive to like maybe the things that people say to them. You know, like maybe someone says to them, okay, your shirt is a little bit crinkled, and then they'll take it very personally. Or like somebody will mention that, oh, your let's say there's a little piece of chocolate, like, you know, in your teeth. Okay, somebody reminded that to them, and they sort of take it like personally. They're like, shit, what the hell, like, are you trying to like attack me or something, you know? Or I feel like they're just very sensitive when it comes to, you know, the people around them. And they might be like, now you're gonna tell everyone about it, or like, now you're going to, you know, like hold me to it because, you know, you figured me out. Or like, they're very insecure. But then they hate to show that side of themselves to others. Okay, so let's keep moving, shall we? Let's see if there's anything else Spirit wants to say about this person. Venus, Gemini. Oh my god, we have another 21 and number 3. We talked about number 3. So we literally have 321 in here. So I don't know. You guys might be 21. This person might be 21. Or as something might be significant here. This person could also be a Gemini. So yeah, 21. Interesting. And I get the sense that this person might feel like the whole world is against them, or like this person might feel like the whole world is like out to get them or something. I don't know. 21, like the World card usually talks about like a full cycle, like this person is like getting to the end, this person is going to evolve. But from this like overall energy of this person that I'm getting, I'm just getting the sense that they feel like the whole world is like against them. They feel like everyone is out for them. They feel like they're not like secure, they're not safe, like, and they can't find their like own sacred space, or like they can't find, you know, people that are genuinely loving, because they feel like everyone has ulterior motive, or like everyone, you know, just have some sort of plan or evil plan behind them, and it's like they can't trust anybody. And with the Gemini here, they are certainly really good communicator. They're certainly really good at expressing themselves, but when it comes to hiding themselves, they're also really good. People, you know, really can't figure them out. People, like, they're only going to show the sides that people want to see. They're not going to show the sides of, like, you know, their insecurities, their attachment issues, or like their emotional baggage, any sort of that. They're very good at hiding their emotions, or they're very good at hiding their true motive, or like their true self. They feel insecure about revealing themselves. They feel insecure even revealing their own insecurity towards themselves. I feel like they cannot even digest their own emotions like themselves in their own time. That is why they have to constantly be out looking for people to hang out with. They're always looking for people to like make connection with, and like do things. Like we have the bee here, which talks about like they're constantly out doing things. They're constantly out, like, if you meet this person, they're always like out and about. They're always doing things. They're always like, you know, going to different places, traveling, working, you know, different hobbies, swimming, to the beach, whatever. Yeah. So, very interesting energy here. So, we'll get into your tarot portion. And we're going to talk about what this person is hiding from you, or what kind of what they're not telling you. Basically, what do they want from you, what they're not telling you. So pile number one's person, spirit, what are they hiding from pile number one, what they're not telling pile number one here. So we have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like this person may have promised you things, or like may have, like, okay, for example, this is just an example, but for example, they ask you to like lend them money and you borrow them money, and they promise to like pay you back, and they never intend to pay you back. Or like, you know, when you guys are out and about and you pay for dinner, and they were saying, oh, I'll pay for whatever, like drinks next time, and they never did. You know, it's like this person never intend to put in the work, or this person never intend to like reciprocate, or this person never intend to just pull in the weight, you know. It's just, oh, let's see, it's kind of hard to deal with this energy. And also I feel like this person, like, they seem really nice, like on the surface level they seem really easygoing, they seem like you guys can get along really well. But when it comes to like, you know, real support, when you really needed that support, they're never there, or like they make all kinds of excuses not to be there. When you needed like something from them, or even like a small gesture, they could make all kinds of excuses not to give it to you. Or like maybe they'll put in a very small amount of work. Let's say like you bought them a very big meal, and maybe next time they'll be like, oh, I buy your coffee, you know, something like that, and they make a big deal out of it. So I'm getting you a real nice coffee, you know. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this person, you know. It's it's seriously not a very good reciprocated or like balanced relationship I'm getting. If you are like, if you guys are friends, I feel like, yeah, this person might really be really nice to hang out with. But when it comes to really dealing with like the deeper issues, or like when it, you know, when it comes to someone to really rely on, or when it comes to someone whom you want to really have a deep conversation with, this person's not going to be there for you. And also, yeah, if it's a lover, or like if it is a potential like interest, romantically, I just feel like this person might, you know, might seem to be promising you a lot. You know, on the surface, this person might tell you all about, I'm going to take you out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to like shower you with love. And you know, you sometimes have to like really digest and really dig deeper, pile number one, to see like what they're saying. Like, can they really, you know, put into actions? Can they really like fulfill any of the promises that they may have promised you, you know? I feel like you have to be very discerning when it comes to like this person's promises, and also this person's like you know, surface level kind of demeanor. It's, yeah, you guys have to really like open your eyes and see the truth of this person. So yeah, well, that's why we have this reading here. So what do they want from you? That's what we want to get to know now. So Spirit, what does this person want from my pile number one? What does this person want from my pile number one, Spirit? What did they want from my pile number one? Okay, they see you guys as someone who's really passionate. Yeah, makes sense, because we did talk about how this person thrives on the energy of others, how they enjoy being around the energy of others. So for you guys, I do feel like you guys are really driven. You guys are very like motivating, very inspirational. You guys may have lots of ideas. I feel like you guys are also quite like capable, quite confident in yourself. And they see that in you, like they see the light within you, pile number one, and they want to take that from you, or like they want a piece of that. You know, like if there is a nice and warm fireplace in winter, it's like they want to get, you know, closer and closer to you just to keep themselves warm, but they never intend to, like, you know, keep the fire going. They just, you know, want to keep themselves warm. They just want to like have this nice barbecue or like, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm getting like a fireplace in winter. They just want to like have that for themselves. They just want to like, you know, keep themselves warm. They just want to like really enjoy the feeling of your warmness, your sweetness, and your energy. Like, because you guys are shining. You guys are really passionate. You guys are very strong and very stable, and you guys know exactly what you want, and they love that from you, and they just want to like stay around you because of that. Because of that keeps them really maybe that helps motivating them, maybe that helps to make them look better, like maybe on the social media or something, or like being around with you, because you guys can be very attractive as well. And by this person, like, you know, being seen in public with you, that also help, you know, fuels their ego. That also helps like make themselves look better and feel better, because they are being seen with you. That's what I'm getting here from them. So yeah. Okay, so next, what do I think of you? Pile number one. What does this person think of you? Oops. Okay, so it is the Eight of Wands reverse. Like someone who just marched to the beat of their own drum. Like, you guys know where you guys are headed. I feel like you guys know like exactly where you're going. And to them, this is like, oh, they just disappear, or like they're just going. You know, you guys are moving, like you guys are going places. And I feel like they cannot, or they, it's not like they feel like they cannot catch up to you. It's just like they feel like they don't even bother trying like to like catch up with you. Like this person might be unmotivated, and you guys are very motivated. You guys go to gym, you guys go like yoga classes, go to work out, like eat healthy, cook yourselves, and this person see you as someone who, like, you know, is going places. And I feel like they are by them being close to you, by them being like in your energy, I feel like this person, they feel like they don't have to make changes themselves. They feel like they can just like look at you, be like, okay, so like my friend is this kind of person, or like my partner is this kind of person, or like, you know, my sibling is this kind of person, and then they don't have to put in the work, you know, they don't have to like catch up with you because you are already doing everything for them. They think of you as someone who has their life together, who's quite, you may not have everything yet that you want in life, but to them, you guys are going places. To them, you guys are like reaching the top of the mountain. And then they don't, and the fact that you guys are moving so quickly, and they're like, oh, so I don't have to like do the work because you guys are doing it for me, or like, you know what I mean? If this is a like a friend of yours, they will just, you know, sort of hang along for the ride kind of thing. And like you guys would tell them about what you're doing, and they're like, oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. And they sort of like absorb that energy of yours, and they would feel so achieved as well because like they have a friend like you. You know what I mean? Like having a friend like you makes them feel achieved, makes them feel like they don't have to do the work but feeling the achievements of yours. Okay, this is quite a strange one, but this is what I'm getting for you. Pile number 1. Okay. So why did they come into your life, Spirit? Let's look into that. Why did this person come into your life? So this is a 6 of Cups reverse, isn't it? Yeah, 6 of Cups reverse. Ooh, this is deep. I like how this is being depicted. Yeah, we talked about how you guys are so achieved and so like, you know, thriving and like blooming and growing, and this person just like this tree down here. They're in the shadow. They're like not moving, but then they're connected to you because of your energy, and they're sort of like, I don't know, feeding off your energy is the right word, or like they're just, you know, hanging along, and like I don't have to do any work because like my so and so, my friend or like my partner is doing all the work, and they're just hanging along for the ride, and while you guys are doing it. So I feel like why did that happen is it's because of like you guys, I feel like you guys may have had history together with this person. Maybe you knew this person from since childhood, or yeah, we talked about childhood, right? How this person has childhood issues, or like issues back from childhood. I feel like you guys may know each other since childhood, or at least have quite a strong history, or like at least not from this lifetime, because we're looking at this person that you guys are probably don't know too much of, but I feel like you guys are connected somehow. Maybe in a different lifetime, or maybe this person is kind of like you know, in your soul tribe, or like this person is kind of like, you know, has some sort of connection with you and the divine, and like, or maybe it's, yeah, hang on, yeah, I feel like you guys just are very connected. Maybe your spirit guides are also their spirit guides, or like your spirit guides are somehow connected, and you know, your spirit guides bring you guys together to have that contrast, and hopefully with you guys being shining, and with you guys being like thriving so much, they would hope this person would change as well. They would hope this person to also see your light and shine and to uplift them. But I feel like this person is still not pulling in the weight. I feel like this person like still is not, you know, inspired to do anything, because they just feel very numb, or like they just feel very can't be bothered with life at this point in time. And it's really sad, because like spirit brings you guys together and hoping you guys can support each other, or at the very least they will be inspired by your energy. But I feel like at the moment in time they're just feeding off your energy. Like they're not putting in any of the work, and they're not putting in like any of, you know, they don't really seem to want change in their life. They don't seem to like want to do anything to improve their life quality or lifestyle, which is pretty sad, to be honest. So we'll get into Spirit's advice for you on how to deal with this relationship, whether you guys should keep them along, whether you guys can like do something about it, maybe have an honest conversation. But we will see what Spirit's advice for you for my pile number 1 in regards to this person. Spirit's advice in regards to this person. What should my pile number 1 do? What is this? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like the choice is ultimately up to you, pile number 1. Spirit is just saying it is like bad timing. It is just like, you know, like this person, if this person not going to change, it's just, you know, they have their own free will, and you have your own free will as well, and you're ultimately, you know, the boss of your own life. And I feel like Spirit is like telling you that, you know, you have full control. Like this is not like set in stone. Usually Wheel of Fortune talks about destiny, where you guys are destined to be together or destined to, you know, do something together. But I feel like when it is reversed, Spirit is just giving you like the full control. Like he's your controller, pile number 1, and what do you want to do with it? You know, like you can choose to keep this connection going and try to change them and try to see if they are willing to change, or you can just cut them loose. You can just like let them do their own healing, let them do their own journey, because like you guys have your own journey to go with as well. Like in this lifetime you guys have your own journey to experience, and you guys have your own like trials and tribulations to learn, and you guys can't be carrying the weight of this person, you know, for a very long time. So I feel like Spirit is leaving it completely open, pile number 1, completely up to you guys. And this reading is just here to present this option to you. Like now that you understand what is going on beneath the surface, what is your choice? Pile number 1. Like you know who this person is, and you know how you should protect your energy. Spirit is, you know, leaving it up to you. They're not forcing you to accept this person. They're not forcing you to do anything, to be honest. Whatever you choose to do is ultimately up to you. And I feel like this choice has to make you feel good, though. Like whatever you choose to do going forward with this connection here, is it should be a choice that makes you feel good about yourself, and it should be a choice that makes you feel good about, you know, the situation, that you won't regret. So, and you can also choose to see how this unfold, because if this is a new relationship, if this is like a new person coming into your life, I do feel like you guys like can just hang along and see, you know, how this thing is unfolding for you, to see whether there's change coming ahead to see whether this person is willing to put in the work. But yeah, the future is so open, and it is just so cool. I love this reading. So let's see whether there's any final messages from your spiritual team. Last but not least, we want to get some final messages from pile number 1 spirit. Can you just show me some advice for pile number 1? Advice, final messages. I mean, it could be advice as well, because we're tapping into what you guys need to surrender. Any final messages, Spirit, one more time? Okay. So first of all, we have surrender, defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Yeah. By you guys saying defensiveless, I mean, you guys are open to like hear this person out, but I feel like after knowing who this person truly, desires, I feel like you guys have to make the choice whether, you want to be defensive or not. But at the same time, you want to be clear also. This talks about like being clear, about yourself. You don't have to be defensive over yourself. I feel like you just need to hear this person out and see where they want to go. I feel like by you guys like putting your shield down, it really encourages like genuine, communication. And especially I feel like this person needs to hear that. This person really needs that genuine communication and genuine connection, because I feel like this person hasn't had that sort of connection in their life. That's what makes them, feel very vulnerable, and that they want to consistently hang out with people and consistently make friends, because they cannot tolerate like having an open connection. They cannot like, there's no one to talk to about their deeper emotions. And by you guys being like surrendering your defensiveness, you guys are like forcing this person to look at their insecurities and to have that genuine conversation about where that comes from. And I feel like this is ultimately going to help them heal as well on their journey. So we have surrender, obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you clarity or even solve the problem. Yeah, I don't feel like you guys need to obsess over this person or obsess over this emotion, because I feel like there is a lot of work to be done behind the scenes here, especially with this person. It's more about this person's journey. It's not about you, and you are not, responsible to help heal this person. And spirit is asking you to like surrender having to like be so obsessive about this person and thinking you have to do all the job, and thinking that you have to like, pull in all the weight. In fact, I feel like this person needs to, take some time to themselves as well and do the work themselves. Last but not least, we have surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Yeah. And I also feel like this talks about the decision here. Like, there's no right or wrong decision whether you decide to keep this person in your life or not. there's no right or wrong decision, because ultimately this will lead to, you guys healing, whether it is healing together, whether it is healing alone. I feel like you guys don't have to like think too much about it, just whatever feels right to you. And also there's no right or wrong answer either, so whichever feels the most comfortable and comes from like a most whatever. Okay, let me rephrase that. There is no right or wrong answer when it comes to this situation. Whatever comes to you the most easy and authentic way, that you guys don't have to mask yourself, that you guys are, facing your insecurities authentically. I feel like this would be the best choice for you. By you guys tapping into your authenticity, by you guys not, masking yourself, you guys not showing defensiveness, you guys are just opening this conversation, towards each other, and talk about, your deeper desires, whether they want to pull in the weight, whether they don't want to pull in the weight. And you guys have to be open and honest to this person first, and I feel like this person will slowly be able to be open and honest to you as well. So yeah, this is what I'm getting here today. So I'd like to thank you and your guides for being here with us today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed your reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me, and I'm sending you all my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a star, and I believe in you. Until next time, pal one. I hope you guys are, not stressing about this situation, because the most authentic way is the best way forward. So yeah, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Hey there, pal two. So if you chose the black tourmaline stone and also the tarantula card, this is going to be your reading. I personally am not really fond of spiders, but since Spirit decided to pick this card, I'm just going to honor and leave that there. So let's get into your person's energy, pal two, shall we? So pal number two's person on your mind. Can you tell me about the truth of this person? What kind of person they are? Pile number two's person that they have on their mind. We have beggar. So the light attribute is confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority and of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. The Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness of half of society or oneself, shadow attribute, resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Okay. So with this two card, first of all, I feel like this person doesn't have a lot on, the materialistic level. Perhaps this person is, maybe they're not very financially abundant. Maybe like they're very humble, they have a very humble home. They don't really have a lot to themselves, but I feel like this person still works really hard, still put in the work, and they really understand the life of, what it means to be, working together as a society, because like there are different, I don't want to say tiers, just people with different job titles. And some people are just working like in big corporate companies because that's what they're good at. And some people may just be like, cleaners. They may just help to keep our, roads or like you know, shopping mall clean. They may be, you know, security guard. They may be someone who is like a construction worker or like a laborer. It doesn't mean that they are not as worthy as the other people, you know, in the big corporate company or like big banks. And this person, you know, is very humble when it comes to their own background. They don't come from a lot, but I feel like they're very genuine with themselves, and I feel like they're very like, they see injustice like as the biggest enemy ever. Like they really hate, you know, being treated unfairly just because of their social status, or maybe it's because of their race, because of their background. They really detest that treatment, you know. And when it comes to, you know, seeing people around them, I feel like they would feel the same way whenever they see people around them, you know, that are being treated unequally. I feel like they are just someone who's going to like, you know, confront them, or like someone who's just going to you know, tell them off and like support, you know, the person who's being bullied, and letting them know that it's okay, like, you know, they don't deserve to be treated that way, or they don't deserve to be put down just because of their like society, as we said, so social status, or like their income, or like their race, or whatever they do, you know, or even their looks. Yeah, I feel like this person is really loving, really compassionate when it comes to like all humanity, and they don't like to see, you know, people being treated unfairly, or people being treated differently. In their point of view, they practice like everyone is equal and everyone has the same like you know, soul, and have the same they think we all come from the same place, you know. That is why like there's no need to treat others differently, or there's no need to like treat others like, we always need to respect each other. We always need to, you know, come from a loving place, and come from like a genuine caring place, and not really put down each other. I feel like this person is very well-rounded, and this person is just like very balanced, you know, when it comes to their relationships. They don't favor anyone over another person. And it's just this sense of justice here is really like, you know, being emphasized here. And I feel like sometimes they may not be able to control their emotions, and they would like speak things that they will regret later. But I feel like it's just, you know, sometimes they come from a good place, but they don't know how to filter their languages. They don't know like how to put words into perspective. Yeah, maybe because of where they come from, maybe it's because of their educational background, or we'll get more details about this person, so let's get into it. Can you tell me more about pile number 2's person, Spirit? Just tell me a little bit more about pile number 2's person. We have Jargon Satcha. Not sure how to pronounce that. Transfiguration number 22. So we have Mars energy, and we also have Pluto energy. And this tower, well, this card reminds me of the Tower card. So there's definitely a tower happening here. And I do feel like this person, yeah, and Pluto is also about that transformation as well. So I do feel like there has been some sort of injustice that may have happened in this person's past. Something that was really devastating to this person, like really perhaps turned this person's world upside down. Perhaps something happened that, you know, they had to lose somebody of importance, or they have to lose like just a lot of things that they had to sacrifice in the past. I feel like because of unjust, or because of, yeah, just because they were weak compared to like the people around them. They're not as privileged as the others, or they may have lost some opportunities because of yeah, we talked about the social status, we talked about the background, the culture. It could also be like just this person hasn't got the money, or like, you know, like they come from, you know, poverty maybe, and it is, you know, they weren't privileged to like go to school, or they weren't, you know, privileged enough to, you know, have that medical care system. And I feel like they had to, you know, experience a lot in their early life, and which kind of makes them a little bit bitter, or yeah, it turns them a little bit like, you know, like if this is, you know, the way this world is going to treat me, I'm not going to like tolerate others too. Like I'm going to inflict some of my pain onto others too. I feel like there's this level of like anguish, or yeah, like unfairness, and it just seems like being buried, but then they really, you know, want to unleash that. They feel like it's so not fair, and they couldn't contain it. They couldn't contain their anger. And I feel like they may have had, you know, like some sort of emotional issues, or they may have to kind of, sometimes it's just like too overwhelming for them, and they may harbor resentment on others. And yeah, which makes them a little bit like vengeful, or like resentful towards others because of what they had to deal with in the past. What they had to deal with was unjust to them. But we'll get more details too, Spirit. Let's get some more about pile number 2's person, yeah? We have heart, home, compassion. We also have perfect storm, the courage to step into life. Okay. Yeah, we have number 22, and now we have number 44. Let me move these cards, because probably don't have enough space. Oh, we do. Okay, so I just feel like the past made them feel a little bit numb when it comes to, you know, life, when it comes to like maybe relationships, or when it comes to getting close to people. I feel like they really have a good heart. They really feel like compassion for others, but they're sort of afraid to show that side of themselves because of what they had to deal with in the past, or like how they have been hurt in the past. They feel like if they, you know, have to be open to others again, if they have to become vulnerable again, you know, it gives the chance for people to hurt them. It gives the chance for people to, you know, like take advantage of them, or like treat them unfairly, and you know, and they don't want that to like happen in their life again. And I feel like right now they're just like, you know, observing life. They're just sort of like, you know, taking in everything happening around them. even though they really want, you know, to like show compassion for others, like if this is like a potential romantic interest, they really want to show their compassion. But then at the same time, they're sort of like just, you know, taking a step back to observe and like try to look things from a high perspective and try to look at the bigger picture, where they are not so emotionally invested in a situation, or they're not like so attached to a person or to a relationship. This person wants to like be as objective as possible. This person wants to like, you know, really weigh up the pros and cons, really, you know, look at the compatibility, look at the things that they have in common maybe, or like really look at, you know, well, I guess also what this person has to offer. Yeah, you know, in order for them to accept someone into their life, I feel like, because right now there's still like a lot of chaos within them, I feel like there's still a lot of emotions they have to process, and they don't want, you know, new relationships to meddle with their like healing journey, or they don't want any sort of like new person to, I kind of mess up with their, I don't want to say mess up, but it just takes them out of what they're trying to currently deal with, what they're trying to currently solve, which is, you know, some of the past trauma, and which is also, I feel like there may be something happening in their life right now, this moment as well, where they have to deal with, where they feel like, you know, things are breaking down, but they are rebuilding themselves. They're rebuilding their life to, you know, somewhere they want to go. They're rebuilding their life towards, you know, they're building their finances perhaps, or they're building like, you know, their career, or, you know, things may have broken down in the past, but they really, they really trust in their own power to rebuild themselves, to continue on with this journey of life, and to, you know, ultimately they will find time to allow people to get into their heart. And there will come a time where, you know, they can be open again to compassion, to love, to all these beautiful things. And I feel like right now on the surface level, there's a lot going on that they don't want to bring in their home space, perhaps. That is why they're sort of like, maybe they're detaching from a lot of people as well, or like maybe they're just finding their own alone time to like, you know, sort things out themselves and not dragging their shit into others' life. They don't want to weigh anyone down, because they're such good souls, they're such kind-hearted souls. But yeah, with the amount of, you know, things happening in their life, it would be unfair in their opinion, it would be unfair to bring those shit into someone else's life. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get more energies for this person. Card number 2's person, Spirit. We have inspired, number 38. Okay. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I do feel like right now they're sort of focusing on like enjoying life. Like they could be focusing on, you know, looking at the bright side of things as well, and getting like, they don't want to, you know, have something too serious. They just want to like look at the bright side of things. I feel like they just want to like really see what life has in store for them. I feel like they are, yeah, door to personal healing and happiness. So there's definitely this notion of healing here. There's this notion of like them trusting in their life again, and you know, finding peace within themselves. Like with all this chaos energy, they're learning to like heal and also letting go of the past. Yeah, just having to digest all those like unfair experience or like unjust situations. But I feel like they are putting in the work, you know, getting motivated with life and finding their own happiness, and they're just taking life like, you know, every step of the way, like every single step, like baby steps. They're not, you know, they're not jumping into anything. They're not, you know, making harsh or like random decisions. I feel like they're just taking life as is. Like, you know, when it happens, and they are not, you know, looking to force anything to happen. They're not looking to like, you know, be in control of a certain situation. They're just like letting life to unfold organically is what I'm getting here. And especially with the healing, and especially with them trying to search for their own inner happiness as well. And they have to realize that, you know, there is happiness like lying within, but because of maybe of their past, you know, experiences, as we talked about how they were treated unfairly, they have a hard time learning to trust themselves, and they have a hard time believing that they are worthy, or like believing that they can turn their life around. They feel like they were always sort of doomed to some kind of like misfortune, or doomed to some kind of like bad ending. So it takes them a lot of courage to like break that cycle, or like break that curse, so-called curse, which is like ingrained in their mind, which, you know, isn't true, but because of what they have been told in their past, I feel like, you know, they have to learn to like let go of those thought patterns, and really learn to like lean into the light and believe in themselves again. And I feel like maybe by you guys meeting you guys, maybe you guys just met this person, and this person like you make this person realize that there are like still genuine people out there, and still like people who are inspired, people who are just so happy with themselves, so content with themselves, and they don't, you know, you guys are not like asking for much, you know, you guys are just here for a good time. You guys are just here to like, you know, have fun and, you know, love and enjoy the process, right? And I feel like this person's sort of like looking at you, you know, learning from you, and yeah, there's this notion of, yeah, they are inspired by you, and they're also like in awe by, you know, like your energy, by like how certain you guys are of yourselves, and they sort of secretly hope that they could be like you. They sort of secretly hope that they can be, you know, so self-assured as you are. And then we have the Virgo of Digest here. So Virgo of the 6th house. Yeah, right now I feel like they're just starting to rebuild their own self-identity, because there was so much that has been taken away from them, like including parts of their own self-identity. I feel like they have to like reconstruct their whole life, and basically putting back the pieces together, and maybe like, you know, put in some new pieces as well, and put in some new thoughts and new like, you know, positive, you know, thoughts and patterns, and rewiring their brain, and also like learning to put things in order again, and like reorganize their life, so that they don't feel like a mess about themselves, so that they don't feel like they're a failure. Because yeah, I do feel like they had to go through so much, and yeah, they are like trying to get the puzzle pieces back together. And I feel like they are doing a good job. You know, the fact that we have like a lot of healing happening, we can see that they are being inspired by you. We can see that they are like being drawn to the light. They are being drawn to like the people who are motivated. They're being drawn to the people who are compassionate. So they're not going to stay in the dark place for a very long time. They are learning to like step out of it, but it just takes time whenever you have to like knock something down and rebuild it, especially something that has been building for such a long time, and all of a sudden it was just, you know, being burnt away. It was just being destroyed, and it was a shock to this person. But they have to learn to use their logical brain to like tell themselves it's okay, you know, life still goes on, and I can, you know, rebuild things. I still have the power. I don't have to like, you know, grief and just dwell in this sadness forever. There's still hope, you know, and they are learning. They are like starting from ground up. I see like themselves, you know, I can, you know, go to a farm and become a farmer if need be, you know, like they don't care like what sort of job or position that they are in. They just want to like be able to have control of their own life again. They don't care if they have to be a farmer. They don't care if they have to be a laborer or like a whatever worker. Yeah. So this person is like persevering and never give up, and it's a really lovely energy here. Also very practical. So yes, so we're going to get into the tarot. So what are this person like hiding from you, or like not telling you? You know, whether they're, you know, have other secrets that they are hiding from you. So so pile number 2, Spirit. What are they hiding from pile number 2? What they're not telling pile number 2? So we have the Magician card here reversed. Okay. What they're hiding from you. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you may see this person as someone who is very sure of themselves, or they may portray themselves as someone who's very strong, who's very like capable, but I feel like deep down they're hiding all their insecurities. Like you cannot tell that they are insecure about themselves. Like you cannot tell they are actually so being intimidated by you, or like they actually don't have their shit together, but they're like hiding it so well that you guys don't realize. And also I feel like they want to be strong in front of you. There's this notion they want to like present themselves as they have it all together, they have it all figured out, when in actual sense they don't, and they're still trying to like put things back together. But they really don't want you to know, I guess because of their insecurities. They don't want you to like look down on them, or they don't want you to like judge them, or yeah, I guess that they're just a little bit insecure, I suppose, which is really okay, which is really, you know, part of human, right? We don't want to be judged by others, and we always want to be presented as someone who is very capable, especially if this is like a friend, or if this is like a I don't know, like a school reunion, you know, like a past classmate or something, and this person wants to like be seen as someone who is successful, and people, you know, would like admire them, and they don't want people to judge them. Like they're still that, you know, little kid who's like very poor, who doesn't have it together. They want to be seen as someone who's strong and powerful. So they are hiding the aspect of themselves that are, you know, sort of like weaker, sort of, you know, not as confident, not having it together, not, yeah, just all the darkness, all their like insecurities, their darkness, their self-doubts, you know, all sorts of things. They don't want you to know any of those. So yeah, and what do they want from you? We want to tap into that spirit. So pile number 2. So what do they want from you? Pile number 2. What does this person want from you? That's too many cards. It's literally like half the deck here. And yeah, we don't want this card. Jeez. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, there we go. What do they want from you? The devil. Capricorn energy. Okay, first of all. Okay, and I like how this devil or this goat card is, I don't know, it feels like he's smirking. Or like he's got like a really cheeky smile here. What did I want from you? I'm seeing... Well, devil kind of reminds me of something that's like an addiction. Maybe this person is being addicted to your energy. I feel like this person is kind of like attracted to you, or like attached to you, or like you kind of ignite their inner fire, so to speak, and it feels like an addiction, that they can't get enough of you, they can't get enough of your fire or of your light, or whatever it is that you like give this person. I feel like they are addicted to your energy. I feel like they just want to be around you, and also and I don't feel like there's any like nefarious sort of motive, or I don't feel like there is anything, you know, that they are like going to, even though the devil sometimes is a little bit, you know, like obsessive, they may be like obsessing over you, they may be kind of like really attracted to you. I just feel like this person has a lot of desires for you. You can take it whichever way, either like romantically or either like sexually, passionately, this kind of thing. But yeah, there's a sense of like a very deep desire within this person, that they want from you. And but I feel like they're not showing their cards. Also, this reminds me of like the Pentacle, like they are, even though deep down they are really obsessed with you, they're not going to show that, you know, like bluntly. They're not going to, like, you're not going to see that side of them, I suppose, because they're so self-contained. Also, the devil is kind of like, they're very structured, they're very disciplined. Yeah, but I just feel like they sort of fantasize about you, if you know what I mean. Number 2. So, okay, I need to stop. Really. I'm really not good at talking about this kind of thing. But anyways, let's keep going. What do they think of you? So can you tell me about what they think of pile number 2 spirit? What do they think of pile number 2 spirit? What do they think of, oh, here we go. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like Hang on. So what did they think of you? I feel like they think of you as someone who's spontaneous. They think of you as someone who's kind of like, don't really plan things out, or like, you guys are very like free-spirited. Well, at least in this person's eye, because we're tapping into their energy. So this person thinks of you as someone who's very free-spirited. Like, you guys got no like baggage, you guys got no chains, you guys are just like, yeah, being adventurous and not really thinking about having a family. Maybe they think you guys are not into family, or like, maybe they think that you guys are like not into yeah, having that family or having that home life together, or they just don't see having a home life or like having a family together. But that is from your person's perspective, so this could mean that they may not be ready for a home life with you, or like it may mean that they are, at this point, they are not seeing, you know, that building something solid with you. I feel like they're just, you know, like seeing how things go, and I feel like they're just sort of playing it very safe. They're not really, you know, like looking to build something, and I feel like you guys are not, you know, you guys recognize their energy too, and I feel like, you know, if this person's not pulling in the weight, I'm not gonna put in the weight, or like, I'm not going to put in the work, because they are not. So I feel like there's this notion of both of you are like sort of, you know, playing it cool, and no one is like talking about, you know, anything serious. It's just kind of like very like playful and joyous kind of thing, but that's not really, you know, nothing serious is going on beneath the surface. So that's what this is like to me. So yeah, let's see what and why did they come into your life, Spirit? Tell me why pile number two's person come into their life. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Magician. We have the infinity symbol here. The infinity symbol here. I feel like you guys can unlock each other's potential. Even though there may not be like something serious going on like at this moment, I feel like, yeah, you guys really, I don't know why I'm getting like unlocking potential, unlocking things. And also, yeah, the Ace of Swords is like, you know, you guys being clear. You guys getting clear about something. Maybe it is... Yeah, maybe this person makes you realize that, you know, you want to be clear about what sort of person you want to attract into your life, or like this person makes you realize that, you know, there's still like so much, you know, work that you have to go through, or like so much I feel like this acts as an epiphany moment for you to be more, you know, discerning when it comes to your future, because yeah, I do feel like there isn't anything about, you know, building anything together, building a future together, or maybe you guys are not, you know, into building a future together, but yeah, when it comes to like, why did this person come to your life, right? So it actually serves as an epiphany moment where you guys may, you know, want to build a future together, or like you guys may want to sort of like, you know, open your own way of living. Yeah, I'm just seeing that you guys are like cutting out all the trashes, cutting out all the bushes, and you guys are just like creating a new path for yourself. Whether it is with this person, whether it is for yourself, I feel like this person acts as a catalyst for you to like create a new path, create something brand new for yourself, and you guys are going to be so clear on that. Like you guys are going to know exactly where to go, like, you know, meeting this person, or like, you know, spending time with this person. It sort of acts as a catalyst, or like you guys may be creating something together as well. But at the moment with the Ace of Swords, it's more just about like creating something new and creating like a brand new path. And I'm really drawn to the blue color here, which talks about like the third chakra. So yeah, I think communication is very important for you guys. And also by you guys like both actively communicating, perhaps you may get to know their real side and they may get to know your real side. You know, you don't have to like, you know, hide those insecurities of each other. You guys are just going to be so clear about your future. You guys are just going to be so clear about, you know, opening your way ahead. Okay, last but not least, we'll get into Spirit's advice for you on how to deal with this situation. So Spirit's advice, like how do we deal with this situation? We have the Daughter of Pentacles, so that's the Queen of Pentacles, right? No, I feel like it's Page of Pentacles. So Spirit's advice for you. I see you guys have to come from a place of more grounding yourself and grounding exactly what you need, you know, about yourself. I feel like Spirit is emphasizing like you guys have to like ground yourself, tapping into your root chakra, and also allowing things to unfold. I do feel like there may be some sort of unstable energy in between you guys here. And also there may be sometimes you guys don't mesh very well, or you guys may have like, you know, different opinions when it comes to things. And I feel like Spirit wants you to ground yourself before speaking to this person, or like, yeah, like take a deep breath before getting into this person's energy, because this person, as we said, can be a little bit obsessive, can also be a little bit chaotic to deal with. And I feel like by you guys learning to ground yourself and learning to speak the truth of what you really feel about this person, it's going to make this person realize that, you know, what you want and instead of what they want. And they will have to honor you instead of honoring their own desires, you know. If you don't want things to turn out the way they want it, you have to speak the truth. But first of all, you have to ground yourself. You have to be so sure of yourself, sure where you're coming from, and you're not going to be affected by this person's energy. I feel like you should be the one who, you know, needs to be in charge here and not this person. If you allow this person to do, you know, whatever they say, or like if you allow this person to, you know, take your power away, for example, or like make most of the decisions, I feel like it's going to be a very unbalanced situation, whatever this relationship turns out to be. But yeah, I feel like you need to become the stronger one here when it comes to your own energy. Because right now I feel like this person sees you as someone who can be easily intimidated, you know, as well. Interesting. Okay, so get to the final part of this reading, shall we? So we want to ask Spirit, pile number 2, please, Spirit. What final messages do you have for pile number 2? Okay, first of all, we have surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Yeah, remember to pray with your heart, to pray with your soul, and pray with like deep intentions as well. And knowing that, you know, the prayer can reach to your angels, can reach to your spirit guides. And whatever you're trying to like be clear on, I feel like you need to make that being known. Especially when it comes to this situation, I feel like you guys may have to like be the stronger one in this scenario to make adjustments. So we have surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Yeah, focus on your own and allow people to come to you. I feel like there's no need to control anything at the moment. But yeah, it is more about you guys being sure of yourself and you guys just surrendering to your own divineness and allow things to come to you. Whatever comes to you will come to you. But then if this person's going to come to you with like baggage or with like things that they really shouldn't be bringing in, I feel like this, you know, you guys need to be the stronger one. You guys need to stay grounded and say no if like things get, you know, tough. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Yes. And I feel like this is so freaking true. Like, people pleasing, a lot of us do that, you know, but sometimes we forget how important it is to please ourselves first. And I feel like by you guys pleasing yourself, ultimately, you know, people will have to be aligned with your energy. And if someone's trying to like take advantage of you or like desire something from you, I feel like you guys can, you know, deal with them. You guys have the Ace of Swords, you guys know how to deal with them. But yeah, ultimately you have to be the one to please yourself first. And I feel like if they don't honor that, then they don't deserve to be, you know, with your within your life. Okay, so that's it, column number 2. Thank you so much for your guides and angels for being here with us today. And I hope you have enjoyed your reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me, and I'm sending you all my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a star, and I believe in you, okay? Until next time, pal number 2, stay strong. And remember to always stand in your power, especially in front of this devil person. You really needed it. So until next time, see you again. Ciao. Hey there, pal 3. So if you chose the Amazonite and also the frog card, this is going to be your reading. All about the truth of this person you have on your mind. So we're going to first of all tap into your person's energy, this person that you're thinking about. What is their true purpose? What kind of person they are? Tap me into pile number 3's energy, please. Pile number 3's person. Pile number 3's person that they're thinking of. What sort of energy is this person? Interesting. So I have the Judge, light attribute, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. The shadow attribute is offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. We also have the networker. Light attribute enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Shadow attribute conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Alright, so pile number 3's person. Let's get into it. So for you guys, I just feel like the sense that this person is a very good communicator and that they could be working in a quite high position. Yeah, and also I get the sense that this person's very clear and concise when it comes to spreading what's on their mind, when it comes to, you know, communicating. I get the sense that, yeah, with the Libra energy, with the scales, I feel like this person's very aware of their thoughts. This person is an excellent communicator. They're very analytical, but then they're also very like empathic. So I see both traits, you know, being presented here. They're very well balanced sort of person. Maybe during, you know, their job or when they are working, they are very balanced. They're very logical, analytical. They are very calm and collected, and I feel like when it comes to their personal life, they're just very empathic. They really love socializing. They really like present their socializing aspect of themselves. I'm getting strong Libra energy here. I guess with the scales and also the networker, because Librans are very good at communicating. Librans are very good at socializing and, you know, creating connections. So I get the sense that they could have strong Libra placements, or they're very analytical. They're very good at communicating. Also Gemini. It's what I'm getting at here, but it doesn't really matter if they're not those signs that I mentioned. I just feel like they're very good at weighing the pros and cons of a situation. So let's say if they have an option, or they're presented by, you know, a few options in their life, I feel like they're very good at like weighing the pros and cons. They're able to choose, most of the time at least, they're able to choose the best option for themselves. They're not going to like get into messy situations. They're not the type of person who acts on impulses, is what I'm getting. Like they're very logical. They're also they always ensure that their decisions are very well thought out, and that they're not, you know, making decisions that they will later regret. And I do feel like this person is you know, very well respected in their like maybe career field or whatever, maybe in the on their social platform, because with a networker here, I feel like they are very popular. They may have a following, or they may have like a lot of people looking up to them, or they just have a lot of connections. They just have a lot of people that are like wanting their attention, or people who are connected with this person. Maybe it's due to work, maybe it's due to like you know, family, maybe it's due to like their hobbies. Yeah, I do feel like they may have a lot on their plate. Like when you meet this person, it may feel like they're constantly messaging others, or like it may feel like they're constantly on the phone, they're constantly just juggling a lot of plates at the moment. So we'll get more energy just to see what else they are dealing with. So what kind of person is my pile number threes thinking of? We have, oh, I'm gonna butcher this, Mitra Mitragania, but shape shifting. We have number 34 here, and we also have Saturn and Neptune energy. So yeah, this card is definitely very dreamy, very kind of like Saturn always reminds me of someone who is like a fatherly figure. Like they don't have to be a male. I'm just getting the fact that they may be they're living a very comfortable life. As we talked about, they're very well respected, but I also get the sense that they don't abuse their power. Like if they're coming from a very comfortable place, if they have a lot, if they have achieved a lot, I feel like this person is also very genuine, and is also very like generous, and you know, willing to like consider others' needs, and willing to like pay attention to others. They're not very self-absorbed. They are not like all in their head. I feel like this person like is also very compassionate when it comes to the other people around them. And at the same time, with the shape shifting here, and also number 34, like it talks about the Emperor and the Empress energy, and I feel like this person can be very balanced when it comes to their masculinity and their femininity. You know, we also have the scales here, and we did talk about having that Libran energy, so they're very well balanced. I feel like this person has a lot of masculinity, like they are very action oriented, but at the same time they also like allow their emotional side to come out. They're not the type of person who just mask all their emotions. They're like stoic at work, like you can't see through their mask. They're not that kind of person. They, even though they are maybe very well respected, I do feel like they are still very approachable. That is why they have a lot of like connections, right? That is why a lot of people respect them, and they like look up to this person, because of they're not very self-absorbed. They are not egocentric. They're not, you know, all in their head. I feel like this person is just like someone who, you know, gets along with every single person in the company or whatever like social setting they are in, which is really beautiful. I don't know why this globe also reminds me of the World card, which I feel like this person has so many different aspects to it. It's like a snow globe. Oh, I don't think that's a very good analogy. But let's say this person is, alright, we'll use a crystal as an example. I feel like a crystal, like when you look at it, it presents it presents themselves differently. You know, whichever angle you look at a crystal, there's different reflections, there's different lights, you know, reflecting, there's different like cutting, there's, you know, so many different aspects to this person. And I feel like they really thrive in a lot of different like situations. They really thrive in a lot of different position, or like different places that they're put into. And I feel like they can handle themselves really well, and they know exactly what to say to certain people, because like some people are easily triggered, or like some people are just very hard to deal with. And I feel like this person can just deal with so many different people in their life, you know, no matter their like gender, no matter their race or cultural background, religious background, what have you. I feel like this person can just like talk to this person's soul. Like they communicate not just good with words, but I feel like their energy makes people feel at ease. This person's energy makes people feel like they can open up, and not, you know, having to hide anything, because this person comes across as someone who's just very genuine and very, I don't want to say innocent, it's more like pure, but you don't want to mess with this person. Okay, let's keep going, shall we? I still have a lot more cards to take for this person's energy, so give me some more cards, Spirit. So yeah, we have the Fool's Embrace. We did talk about okay, innocent, and yeah, transmuting pain. Number 22. We have an angel number here, so I feel like this person may be quite significant in your life. And we also have number 20, Feast of Plenty. Choices and their consequences. Yeah. Oh my god, this is just like a crystal ball, isn't it? Yeah, and there's a crystal right there. So I feel like this person's like, it's very complex, but at the same time, they have so many sides, so many aspects to it, and you just can't put a finger on this person. I feel like this person has definitely gone through so much in life. Maybe in their earlier childhood, maybe they have to learn to take care of themselves. I feel like they have to like spend a lot of time alone as well, in their earlier years. And also, because of them like going within or learning to like face themselves, I feel like they are mastering their inner strength, they're mastering their inner qualities, and they know exactly what their strengths and weaknesses are, and by amplifying their strengths, I feel like they are attracting all this abundance into their life quite easily. You know, like they know what they are capable of, they know what they can attract, they know their own inner power, and they're not afraid to show themselves. I feel like this person is just very this person's very grounded. They know what they want and they know how to achieve it. They're not going to be swayed by others' opinions of them. They are quite sure of themselves, even though I feel like they have to learn the hard way. They have to go through something quite excruciating, something that is, you know, like heartbreaking. But I feel like they have learned to transmute the whole situation around, you know, like a situation can make or break a person, and in this person's case, the situation definitely make this person stronger rather than breaking them. Of course, you know, no one's life is perfect, and we all understand that we all have to go through trials and tribulations. But this person, I feel like they have, you know, really mastered the fact that, like, they understand how this world works, or at the very least, they understand, you know, like, nothing can break them if they choose not to be broken. You know, if they choose to always stand tall and always be strong, like, nothing can ever break this person's heart. So yeah, this is a very great energy. Let's keep going though, because we still have a lot to go through. So let's keep going, Spirit. We have possibilities. Number 24. Yes, your person has a lot of potential. Your person has like a lot of like inner strength. We did talk about, you know, how this person is very sure of themselves and of their internal power, and I feel like they are definitely summoning, you know, that side of them forward. Okay, and also we have a lot of 20s too. Speaking of 20s, we have 20, 21, 22, and 24. So I feel like your person may be in their 20s. Or just thinking about all the, you know, yeah, or they've been doing something for like 20 years. And then we have to clean it up here. So they definitely had to like, you know, sweep away a lot of, you know, the garbage, a lot of like emotional baggage. I feel like they have to learn to let go of certain aspects of themselves, like even including the pain they may have to go through. I do feel like this person's very mature because of what they had to go through. And like, I feel like all the past pain and past trauma has really shaped them into who they are today, you know, like, I feel like they are very grateful of the things that may have happened to them, you know, even though they may have been really heartbreaking, even though it may be really challenging. I feel like this person has learned a lot of lessons. This person has to learn to stay grounded with the first chakra, Archangel Michael, like, yeah, Spirit is really like talking a lot about their journey rather than, well, obviously their current life is great, but Spirit really wants to emphasize on like, don't just judge a book by its cover. This person may seem like they have it all together, but don't forget the story behind, you know, don't forget that this person has also came a long way, and don't forget, like, you know, don't discredit all the hard work that this person has been putting in. Anything else for this person for my pile number 3, Spirit? We have the moon energy, 19. We have Aquarius, 11. Yeah, perception and collaborate. Yeah, this person's definitely very in touch with their emotions, as we talked about this Fool's Embrace, like their past pain, they had to clean it all up, they had to surrender. I feel like a lot of themselves, you know, like they may have been behaving a certain way for a very long time, but then something drastic happened in their life which causes like a major shift, whether it is to their belief system, whether it is to their like spirituality, whether it is like to their mentality, their thinking, their whatever it is. even their way of living or their way of looking at things. I feel like this major pivotal moment that they have gone through in the past, like, it's something so significant they can never forget. It's something that, you know, like after all these years, you know, looking back, they will still feel a lot of emotions coming through. They will still feel a lot of emotions, a lot of, yes, pain, but also like all the rewards or all the it's like this bittersweet energy. Yes, it has been bitter, but then in the end it was all worth it. You know, it's kind of like, yes, I've gone through it all and I'm really proud of myself, you know, where I am right now. So like I would do it all over again just to get myself to this place. And then we have the Aquarius energy with collaborate. Yeah, we do have a lot of like socializing, networking, we have collaboration. Yeah, I feel like they are like really in the zone right now where they're really enjoying their fruits of their labor. They're really enjoying like where they are at life, and they're really like leaning into, you know, the human connections, like things that are so simple but then, you know, it makes them so joyful. And it's also like they've done the healing, you know, the Aquarius cards reminds me of the star, which talks about healing. Yeah. So I feel like this person definitely has came a long way. This person has done a lot of healing, and I feel like they are very proud of themselves. Like, I just feel like a sigh of relief, like, you know, at the end it's finally over and they can really focus on life, and, you know, they're finally able to focus on what they want to achieve rather than wallowing in the pain, or like rather than, you know, sitting in this, you know, limbo sort of energy where you don't know where life leads you. So yeah, I feel like they're totally getting out of this energy, which is really beautiful. So let's get into the tarot, because we want to get to know what this person are, what they are hiding from you, or what they're not telling you. I feel like there's something that they're not telling you. So let's see what Spirit has to say for this person. Pile number 3, person, what they're not telling. Pile number 3, Spirit. Hang on. What are they not telling? My pile number 3, Spirit. Ooh, we have the butterfly. Okay, transformation. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles here. I feel like this person has to juggle a lot. Maybe they don't want you to know like how much they have to go through, and I feel like they probably don't want to tell you about the things that this person has gone through. Like, usually 2 of Pentacles reminds me of someone who's really struggling or like juggling different things. This person has really put in a lot of work. This person has really trying to find the balance in life, and I feel like maybe they are still trying to find that balance. They are still trying to like struggle, but they are already in a much better place than before. But I feel like this person may, you know, present themselves as someone who has it all together, present themselves as someone who kind of like you can rely on or depend on. And I feel like you may see this person as this beautiful butterfly, with gorgeous wings, and like they're flying, they're going to places. And I feel like this person doesn't want you to know like the struggle behind. They have to like, you know, be in this chrysalis, or like they had to, you know, be alone for such a long time, or they felt very lonely, you know, like all this transformation, almost like the whole process they're hiding from you, or they don't want you to know, because they want you to focus on the person that they are today, which is this beautiful butterfly. Like, of course, the struggles, it was definitely there for a reason. It was definitely there to make this person a stronger version of themselves, and you know, makes them to like realize what they can do, like what they are capable of. But I feel like this person don't really want to talk about that, or like at least not tell you that part of themselves yet, because they really want to emphasize on like their position right now, you know, which they are kind of like spreading their wings, which they are kind of, you know, going to places, and they are really like blossoming, or they are really like, you know, having fun and having so much abundance in their life, and they really want to be focusing on that rather than the past struggles, rather than those dark places that they have been, you know. And I think that is really sweet. File number 3. Let's get just a little bit more. What do they want from you? What does this person want from you? File number 3. What does this person want from you? I feel like they want, what is this? We have Chariot, and then we have the 9 of Swords. Okay. I feel like they really want to like charge towards you, or at least I feel like they have so much emotions for you. If this is a romantic interest that you guys are asking about, this person definitely wants to come towards you, but then they also have a lot of anxiety lingering at the back of their mind with the 9 of Swords. And I also feel like, yeah, this person is so sure of themselves with the Chariot as well. And usually with the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Chariot is being led by 2 Sphinxes, right? The black and white, which is also talking about the balancing aspect of this person. Indeed, we have a lot of balancing aspect of this person, and I feel like this person is trying to like come towards you because they feel like you are balancing their energy, because they feel like you have what it takes to help them balance their life. That's probably why they are trying to come towards you, but at the same time, there's some sort of like anxiety when it comes to coming towards you. There's some sort of like uncertainty when it comes to like getting closer to you. But this person's definitely very intuitive as well. We see the crescent moon here on their 3rd eye. It's like this person knows that you are quite significant in their life, but they're still kind of unsure, or they're still kind of a little bit uneasy when it comes to stepping towards you, but they know that there's something about you which puts their mind at ease. They know that it's something about when you guys are hanging out together, like they feel so calming, like they feel such harmony when they are spending time with you. And I feel like that's just like, you know, they haven't felt this way maybe for a very long time, if ever. And I just feel like this person really cherishes like every single moment that you guys are spending together. Like if you guys have already met in person, if you guys have not, if you guys are just chatting like over on internet, if you guys are just chatting like online, I feel like this person is just finding you really intriguing, and finding you very special, and you know, it's almost like you can catch their jokes, or like if you can sort of like finish their sentence, you can sort of like, there's something very psychically connected or spiritually connected with you guys. And it's almost like this person knows, like at the back of their mind, that something's going on, and they are very curious about you. So yeah, let's get going, because we already tapped into what they think of you. I feel like, is there anything else Spirit wants to add? What do they think of you? Sort of like, what do they want from you? What do they think of you? Yeah. So we have the Four of Cups here. So this person, I feel like, usually with the Four of Cups, it talks about like you're not seeing an offer, or it's kind of like boredom. It's kind of like, you know, because in traditional Rider-Waite, it's like a person looking at 3 cups, and there's another cup being presented, and the person is just not seeing it. So I feel like they think, or at least this person thinks that you're not as interested in them as they would think. Oh my god, let me rephrase that. This person feels like you are not very interested, or at the very least you don't seem too interested in them than they would hope. They feel like they're very interested in you. They really want to come towards you, but because you're not very interested in them, that is why the Nine of Swords is sort of here. They're like overthinking. It's like all these eyeballs. This person is like really overthinking the situation, you know. They think that you're not into them. They may have a lot of like the devil and angel talking to them, like in their brain. They're like, the angel's probably saying, you know, this person's really cute, or like, go talk to them. But then the devil is like, this person is not interested in you. Like, who do you think you are, going like approaching pile number 3? That is why the Nine of Swords is here, because they feel like you guys are just not very interested. They feel like you guys are very capable as well in your life, and I feel like they are kind of not intimidated, but they feel like they are not going to like pique your interest, or like you don't really need them in your life. This is what I'm getting. So let's get some more cards though. Why do they come into your life, Spirit? We have the Eight of Cups. Why do they come into your life? Yeah, I feel like this person has to walk away from a lot of heartbreaks, and also like a lot of like unfulfilling situations. And I feel like you guys may be sort of mirroring as well, because we did talk about like there's a lot of balancing in this group. So I feel like you guys may be mirroring each other, that you guys may have really unfulfilling relationships. Maybe both of you had those relationships that are very unfulfilling. You feel like you're just not getting what you deserve in a relationship, or like you're just not getting what you want in a relationship, where you sort of like come together and you realize that you're actually, you know, so deserving of so much more, of someone who is, you know, willing to give, of someone who is like your dream type, or like you're very deserving of someone who also gives, who also reciprocate, not someone who just, you know, hangs around for the sake of having a relationship. So I feel like you guys come together to like maybe also learn from each other, or also like inspire each other, that relationships or connections, if this is just a friend, can also be so fulfilling. It doesn't need to be like so much work. It doesn't need to be like so disappointing. I feel like this person or you guys haven't had, you know, much success when it comes to genuine connections, or when it comes to like connections that fills your heart, that fills your soul. So yeah, this is definitely why you guys are coming in together, to like inspire and motivate each other, knowing that someone like you exists out there. Like you guys are so much like similar and mirroring each other's energy. So what is this? We have Spirit's advice for you. So what is this? Three of Cups reverse. We have the Ten of Swords upright. So yeah, Spirit's advice is definitely, Ten of Swords is about like surrendering to the pain and just about letting go. And with the Three of Cups, I feel like maybe at the back of your mind you always feel like something is not going to work out, or like relationships are always so much hard work. And I feel like Spirit is asking you to release that expectation, or like that mentality that relationships don't have to be so hard. Like you don't have to always like overthink things. You don't always have to like put in so much work. Whether it is a platonic or romantic relationship, when it is right for you, it can be so easy. Like you don't have to overthink shit. You don't have to really put in so much work, because it just fits. It just is. And it's going to be so easy. And the Spirit wants you to know that you guys are actually more similar than you may think. So when it comes to like this relationship, Spirit is asking you not to overthink it, not to like create scenarios in your head that, you know, what if this happens, what if that happens, you know, what if I say dumb things, you know, or what if he doesn't like me, she doesn't like me, or whatever you have playing at the back of your mind. Spirit is asking you to let those go and release those expectations, or release those like, you know, predetermined situations playing in your mind. You know, like you guys just have to lean in to have fun instead of like creating a bunch of scenarios. Why don't just live in the moment and have fun and just allow things to unfold organically, rather than just, you know, all this chaotic, you know, messy energy, all this overthinking energy. I feel like you guys may be overthinking, and this person may also be overthinking. And like when two people are both overthinking, this is not going to flow very nicely. So Spirit is definitely encouraging you guys to both just let it go, let it be, and just have fun, and don't really have to expect much, because when it is right for you two, it is going to work out so easily. Okay, so yes, pile number 3. Let's get some final messages from your Spirit guides. Just see what else they want to tell you. Final messages for my pile number 3. Ooh. Ooh. Surrender, unhealthy relationships. Here we go. Pile number 3. Yeah, we did talk about you guys had those past experiences, right? That was not pleasant. So alright, let's read into it. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Yes, definitely. Pile number 3. If you feel like anyone is not pulling their weight, if you feel like anyone, whether it is your friend, whether it is your romantic partner, if they are not available to you, if they don't, you know, reciprocate your energy, like if this relationship, this connection don't seem easy to you, you know, you deserve to let it go and like be treated the way you treat others. You deserve to be surrounded by positive and uplifting people, and not people that brings you down. So very important. Okay, I also have surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Yeah, awe and wonder. So this is basically asking you guys to have fun and like embrace that lightheartedness when it comes to this connection, and just, you know, enjoy like the humorous side of things, like the jokes, the lightheartedness, and allow things to unfold. We also have surrender stubbornness. Yep. If you are tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Yeah, so whenever I feel like if any connection feels rigid or tense or feels at the very least makes you feel uneasy, I feel like you deserve to like let yourself, you know, to becoming easy, to becoming more, maybe to take a step back as well. If something feels rough, if something feels tense in your surrounding circle, just take a step back and you're welcome to like spend some time with yourself and communicate. So which ultimately serves us, which, all right, let's start again, which allows you to communicate from a more authentic place, you know, by speaking your mind, by speaking what you think about this connection. If it feels weird or tense in any way, like by taking a step back, like behind closed doors, I feel like you will allow this person to also reflect on themselves, you know, like thinking about what they have done to you, or like thinking about how this unfold and whether there is like solution or whether there are other ways to make amendments between you guys. So yeah, pile number 3, I like to thank your guides and angels and you for being here with me today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed your reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me, and I'm sending you all my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a star. I believe in you. Until next time, guys, embrace the lightheartedness, and I shall see you in the next one. Ciao!